Hello everybody, it's Iantha here from BEAUTYcrew and we are in Maya today. So we are here for a very special event. We are here for the Here I Am campaign, which is running from last week right up until about the 19th of March. It is so exciting. There is so much beauty stuff happening. If you've missed all of our updates, there are beauty bellboys, there are juice things, there are, masterclasses, panels. There is so much going on in not only the Maya, City Maya, but also the Sydney City Maya. And we have a very special guest today. This is Hannah, who is Benefit Cosmetics' National Brow Artist. She knows everything about brows. So today, in today's video, we're actually going to be talking about brows, waxing, products, everything to do with brows. If you have any questions or comments, as always, make sure you pop them into the comments below and we will do our best at the end to answer these questions.
Definitely.
What are we doing today?
Oh my gosh. Hi everyone. Well, we are going to be talking everything there is to know about brows. So, as you know, brows are a really important feature. They frame your face, they give emphasis to your eyes, and they can make you look 10 years younger if they're done in the right way. So today, Iantha, we're going to actually do your brows.
Cool.
So, how do I normally do your brows?
You always, okay. Hannah, I'm very lucky today because Hannah actually does my brows every month. I think I leave it too long. Do you think a month is actually too long to leave it?
Yeah, look, I think 3 to 4 weeks is the best time frame to kind of get your brows done to maintain that perfect shape. She does push it out a little bit over 4 weeks every now and then. So she is definitely due for a brow wax today.
This is perfect because I think the last time I saw you was, what, 4 weeks ago?
About 4 weeks.
So this is the prime time to get your brows done.
Excellent.
Cool. So what's the process?
Great. So what we're going to do today on Iantha is we're going to do a signature Benefit brow wax, which is what Iantha actually sees me for regularly. But today we're going to actually show you guys something a little special. We've just actually launched Benefit's new brow styling menu, which is available in Maya from today, from now.
Cool.
And basically what that is, it's a signature styling menu of 4 different styles. So basically brows are all about expressing your personality and your own personal style.
Yeah.
So for you, you naturally get more of a natural style brow.
Yep.
But today I'm going to show you guys a bold and angular brow style, just to kind of step up Iantha's brows and take them from kind of now to wow and elevate them just a little bit
Perfect.
better.
Love it.
Cool?
Yep.
So should we get started?
Yes.
All right.
I love a good makeover. I love like a 0 to 100 sort of look.
Yeah.
And especially because I find it hard to do at home. To have a professional here with me, I think that's perfect. I'm ready. Monday.
All right, well, let's do it. So we've already measured out your brows just to show you where your brow should start, arch and end. So then what we're going to do next is just prepare Iantha's skin with a little bit of pre-waxing oil.
Okay, cool. Are there any rules as to what you shouldn't do, before getting a wax?
Yes. Number 1, try not to tweeze in between. Now your brows need to be a couple of millimeters long for the wax to actually adhere or grab.
Okay. Yep.
So best to leave tweezing out in between surfaces, and it's best to just kind of grow them out to that they're a certain length so that your wax can grab and give you a really clean finish.
Okay, cool. Well, that's actually going to be really hard not to touch your brows at all.
And I know that's hard because
Yeah.
I know that some people's brows get a little bushy and they do want to kind of maintain in between.
Yeah.
So if you can, leave the tweezers at home and get
Put
your
it
brows
down.
done by a professional.
Put it down.
Put the tweezers down. Tweezerholics Anonymous.
And I think every time we get a wax done, you ask me, do I use retinol products? Why is that?
Good question. So anyone that's using retinol, vitamin A, any sort of chemical-based product, they actually work like a refining product. So they're all about exfoliation. When you wax your skin as well, that does take away that top layer of dead skin, just like an exfoliating product.
Yeah. Okay.
So the two together can give you double exfoliation, which is a bit of a no-no when it comes to using hot wax on the face.
Yeah, it'd be too much, right?
It's just a little bit too much and a bit too intense, and especially if you're sensitive naturally, it can make you hypersensitive. So you just really want to watch that.
Okay, so no tweezing and no retinol or vitamin A before getting a wax.
That's right.
Okay,
Great.
cool.
So we're going to start by waxing, and what I'm going to do with your brows, Iantha, so I'm going to get your watch. Okay, it's watching in the middle there. So we're just going to tidy up a little bit through the center here for you.
Yeah.
Your brows are naturally quite straight and they do have a lot of hair here, but the hair is quite sparse. So a lot of people think that their brows are naturally very thin or they don't have a lot of shape. If you do think that, it's okay. Best thing to do is try an eyebrow tint to add extra thickness, and then also invest in an eyebrow product to really intensify and build shape. Cool. So usually with Iantha's brows, we usually tint them. We're just going to tidy, because we've already done a tint on her earlier. So what we're going to do is now tidy up your shape. So I'm going to keep them the same thickness. And top tip, if your brows are any thinner than the width of a pen, pencil, or a standard makeup brush, if they're thicker, keep it. The thicker your eyebrows, the more youthful and the more softer your appearance. The thinner your eyebrow, the more angular your brows can look. It can make the bone kind of stick forward, and it can make it look a little bit harsh.
Okay, well I had no idea about that.
Yeah.
See, every time I speak to you, I think I'm on a new tip.
New tips.
Yeah.
So we're just going to tidy up a little bit through the center.
Yep.
And then I'm going to keep your thickness, but then just tidy up a little bit underneath. And then through the tail portion there, and then just take a little bit off the top just to clean.
Okay, cool.
Sound good?
Yeah,
All right,
good.
let's do it.
Well, I'm so glad that we're doing this.
You are due for an eyebrow wax, I must
So
say.
due.
So I'm just going to start in the middle.
Yeah. Everyone's seeing me at my best angle. Just getting a wax, everybody,
Just
on a
a
Monday.
little wax.
Nothing to see here.
So just going to bond and then remove.
So quick.
Now it's really normal for your skin to be a little bit pink straight after waxing. If that happens to you, it's totally normal and totally fine. It can depend on and how long the redness will last. Really depends on the person, on your sensitivity.
Yeah.
For someone with more olive skin tone, they tend to fade and reduce their redness faster than someone with more of a fairer, more peach and cream complexion.
Yep. So makes sense.
All right, so now we're going to move underneath. Just close your eyes for me. And always good to keep your eyes closed when you're having an eyebrow wax, just so we don't take away any of your eyelashes. So nice, clean line with your wax. And we're really just all about creating that nice, clean angle underneath the brow. How's it feeling?
So great. I love the feeling of getting
So
waxed.
quick, right?
It's so quick. And it just makes you feel like fresh. I don't know why it is. Like psychologically, it just makes you feel like I'm ready.
It's kind of like you've taken a few layers off the gym or
Yes.
something. Like, just makes you feel healthier, cleaner.
If only it could have the same effect as going to the gym.
Agreed. Agreed. So we're just going to bond a little bit there. And then remove.
Easy.
Perfect.
Do you recommend people doing this at home by themselves?
Definitely not. Definitely not. That's one thing I'm super passionate about. Brow waxing at home? No.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm really passionate about not doing it at home is because brows are really the frame of your face, and if you haven't been trained by a professional, you don't know how to do it yourself at home. Waxing outside of the right measurements, you can actually really tweak or really just
Disaster zone, right?
Basically, it's disaster zone. I can't even articulate
Yeah.
how much I'm passionate about not doing this at home.
Yeah.
If you want to tweeze any strays, that's okay. But in terms of waxing and trimming, I see a lot of disasters with trimming at home. Definitely a no-no.
Yeah. I've heard that when you trim the hair, because the hair sort of looks like this, you're actually making them more harsh because you're
Making
trimming the
them look
point.
flat.
Yeah.
You're going to make them look a little bit pointed and too angled.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do now is just take a few little ones off the top. And not everybody needs their eyebrows waxed on the top. It's totally personal preference. But what I'm doing for yours is just softening that peak, just so that Yantha's brows aren't too round at the top.
Okay, cool. I think it's the same as getting a haircut. You would never be at home and just want to cut your hair like into a bob or anything. So why would you want to wax your own brows, right?
It's exactly the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. It's always good to you can maintain your brows at home by a
Yeah.
little tweezing, as I said.
Yeah.
And where I'm tweezing at the moment is the areas that are okay to be tweezed on your own. Best to leave it all to a professional, but if you do want to tweeze any, the under layer here is totally fine to take away with tweezer, but anything that connects to the shape or that line of hair is what I call the no-go zone.
Okay.
No-go with tweezers.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking away any of those little stragglers there.
This is so painless. I can't even feel you doing it.
Super gentle, and tweezing really shouldn't hurt too much. If you're tweezing yourself or you're getting a professional to tweeze your eyebrows, if it's really quite painful and quite uncomfortable, it might be grabbing the hair in the wrong direction, or you might actually be snapping the hair, which can be a little bit more painful. Okay, cool. Top tip with tweezing is always to support the skin. So I actually use a technique called the pistol grip. So it looks like a little pistol.
Okay, yeah.
And you always just want to support and lift the skin nice and firm.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to take away any little hairs.
Easy.
And we shouldn't need to take too much away because we've just waxed. So really the tweezing is just kind of to microline or just to define the brow.
Yeah.
Wax is really all about cleaning the brow hairs up, like maintenance, but then your tweezing is all about microlining and really defining that shape.
And what sort of angle are you holding the tweezers at?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So most tweezers, there's a lot of different shapes and styles with tweezing. So the tweezers that I like to use are kind of an angle-based tweezer. And I like to use the pointed part for taking away 1 or 2 hairs at a time. That's really the microlining piece. And then the wide base is really good for just taking away extra hair at once.
Okay, cool.
So for maintenance, I always use the angle underneath. And then when I'm coming up towards the shape line, that really fine line of hair, we really want to just take 1 hair at a time using the point.
Sounds good.
All right, so your brows are coming along. It's looking good. Just going to tweeze any little strays. And then we're just going to do a very slight trim. Now, we kind of started talking a bit about trimming before.
Yeah.
This is another one that I'm very passionate about leaving to the pros, leaving to the professionals, because I've seen some big beauty disasters with eyebrow trim.
Yeah. I've seen on Instagram and Facebook and that sort of thing when people just trim straight down like that and it just ends up being like a blunt line.
Yes.
And there's no sort of like shape to it.
Definitely. There's a real technique and a real art form when it comes to trimming your eyebrows, especially getting them kind of reshaped or restructured.
Okay.
Top tip with brow trimming is never to cut your eyebrow straight. So you're never going to cut your eyebrow completely straight, because what that's going to do is it's going to make the brow look boxy and a little bit kind of too squared.
Okay.
Just think it's kind of like grabbing your hair and cutting a chunk out of it.
Yeah.
It's going to make it look very blunt.
Okay.
And
Too dramatic.
Too dramatic. So top tip with trimming, always want to brush the hair upward. And I always trim just to take away any kind of excess hair. So I don't trim to make the brows look thinner or too angled. I just like to trim just to make them sit smoother. So I always turn the scissors inward, and then I just want to then trim any little tips. Any little tips that stick above or outside the natural line.
Okay, cool. So it really is like a customized job.
It is. Definitely leave it to the pros.
Yeah. And not everyone needs trimming, right? Just,
No,
you know, if you
it's
need
definitely
it.
personal preference. It's the same with waxing and tweezing.
Yeah.
It's really up to personal style and preference. To get best results, waxing, tweezing and trimming is the best kind of partnership option.
Yeah.
But definitely it's really up to personal preference.
Okay, cool.
So you can see that we've just done one brow. Check it out.
Ooh, they always look so perfect when I come and see you. And like, this is like the ugly twin sister that just needs fixing up.
So we've actually done this on purpose. So Yantha's not going to go home with one eyebrow done. We've actually just done one brow to show you guys at home kind of a now to wow in terms of what your brows can look like before and after a wax.
Yeah.
But I will fix you.
Okay, perfect.
If you're nice to me, I'll fix you.
Please.
All right, so a little bit of cooling gel. Just going to pop a little bit of cooling gel, and this is just a little aloe vera. It's really good for reducing redness.
Yep.
Now, directly after waxing, it's really important that you don't do anything that's too strenuous or high strength.
Okay.
So what I mean by that is not a lot of vigorous exercise.
Oh, really?
No saunas or solariums, anything that's going to exacerbate body heat or blood flow.
Okay. How long shouldn't I be doing that for?
About 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, 24 to 48 hours post-waxing. Because the reason why, when you wax, your blood flow comes up to the surface, your follicles are slightly enlarged, and the more blood flow that's at the surface, the more you exacerbate that.
Okay.
You can stay redder for longer, you can burn easily, and you can also get breakouts.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I'll be fine not going to the gym for a while.
I thought you'd be alright with that. Good excuse to get out of running on the treadmill.
I know. And you shouldn't be going to the solarium anyway, so make sure you don't do that.
Exactly. So now what we're going to do is we've already done one shape. I'm actually going to now style your brows using 2 Benefit products from the new styling menu. So we've actually got 4 styles that we're going to be offering at Benefit.
Yeah.
And the one that I've picked for you today is one that you naturally have, but I really just want to enhance it.
Okay.
So the great thing about these 4 Benefit brow styles is that they're very easy to customize. They're all about personality and style. It's kind of like a fashion accessory.
Yeah.
Brows can really be dressed up or dressed down depending on your mood and your personality.
Okay, cool.
So for you today, I'm going to do like a bold and angular style. And the products that we're going to use for this is a product called Browsings.
Yeah.
Which is this little guy here.
Love it.
He's a wax and powder combo, really good for kind of extra precision. And then we're going to highlight and lift a brow using this little guy called Eyebrow.
Okay, cool.
So I'm going to show you how to use them.
Yep, perfect. And so people can just come to the Benefit counter and suss it out and be like, can you please prescribe me a brow style?
So the great thing about the new brow styles is there's menus all across the counter. You can come in, select the different style that you would like.
Yep.
And then our brow experts will match up a style for you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. The great thing about this menu too is you can go towards a natural style if you're wanting something a little bit more soft and natural. But say you wanted to step up your brows and go a little bold and angular, or you maybe want to create more of a feathered style brow, or even a straighter brow, the options are there.
Okay,
so
cool.
definitely try the different styles and see what suits you. So this is Browsings, and what it is, it's like a wax and powder. So what I'm going to get you to do is hold it onto the mirror, and I'll show you what we're going to do here. Cool. So what we're going to do to create more of an angular brow is we're going to just build a little bit of extra product into the peak, and we're going to extend or taper your arch down. And the reason why this shape's going to suit you is it's all about intensifying the arch and lifting the brow bone upward.
Okay.
Versus on this side, your brow naturally grows quite straight.
Okay, yep.
So we're going to challenge your brow and do a little bit of a different style. So wax first.
Oh, wax first. Always wax first. Okay. Wax
I know
first.
that you love this one, but I know that you use it in a few different ways.
Yes.
So the great thing about Browsings is there's no real right and wrong way of how you can use it. It does come with a wax and powder and then a little retractable brush, and these are great. I travel a lot, so this is like my absolute go-to. They kind of fold up.
Cute.
And then they pop out like a little secret weapon. Perfect little brush, and then you've got everything that you need.
Okay.
Also has a little pair of tweezers in there too for traveling.
Oh.
So you're going to use your angled point first, and you're going to apply a little bit of the wax to the eyebrow. So what I'm going to do here is just add a little bit of angle underneath the brow.
Yeah. And you're just using light strokes.
Really
nothing
light,
too hard.
feathered strokes. Top tip with any brow product is always to start light and build. Never be too heavy-handed because then it will just make your brows look too drawn up. So I just added a little bit of the wax underneath, and then I'm just going to intensify your peak. And what that means is we've already got a natural lift in your eyebrow, but I'm just going to make that stand out just a little bit more.
Cool.
So I'm just tracing the edges with the wax, and then I'm just going to then build it in with the powder.
Wow, such a transformation already. It's amazing how just 2 strips of hair on your face can make such a big difference.
Such a big difference.
Yeah.
So now we're going to go in with the powder, and we're just going to apply this to the areas that we've applied our wax. So this product actually works like kind of like paper and glue. So your wax is kind of like your glue. So you're putting a base underneath, and then your powder is then going to stick on top of anywhere that you've applied your wax. This is 12-hour waterproof wear as well, so it's really lightweight.
12 hours.
But you can wear it to the gym, which you're not going to do for 24 hours.
No, not yet.
And you can wear it to the beach, and it's going to keep your brows in place. So I'm just going to intensify those areas that we're building up. So adding a little bit of angle.
You make me laugh so much, only because I have a friend who we meet up every Saturday morning to go to spin together, and she'll always say, oh no, I forgot to do my brows, and that's the only makeup thing that she does when she goes to the gym, like no mascara, no nothing else. It is,
you shouldn't wear too much makeup.
No, but it's her thing. You know how everyone has a makeup thing?
Yeah.
And she's always like, oh no, I forgot to fill in my brows today, or what, if I say, oh your brows are looking good, she's like, oh yes, fill them in this morning before the gym, before spin. Yeah.
I love that. So your friend will love this product because it's all about filling your brows in, and it'll keep her brows in place while she's cycling up a storm. Exactly. So now I'm just adding a little bit of powder on top, and I'm just buffing this back and forth through the eyebrow. Now, top tip, we want to keep the fronts of the brows as natural as possible, not too boxy, not too square. So top tip that I like to do here is I use my powder formula, but I just use really small circular motions through the front. Now I see a lot of women tending to square out or box up the front. Yeah. It's not that flattering, and it just kind of makes your eye look a little bit kind of unproportionate. Okay. So we just want to soften that powder through the front. Okay, so then I just like to spoolie it through. Yep. Just to soften it out. And top tip with brows, if your brows look really overdrawn, depends on your style. If you like that, that's totally cool. But we just want to keep it nice and natural.
It's looking so good. Perfect.
And you can see how it's already kind of made your brow look more structured. Yeah. It's given you a little bit more lift, and it's kind of made Ianta's brows look a little bit more bold.
Yeah.
Perfect. So to finish that style, we're just going to finish with a little bit of my favourite, and it's called Eyebrow. And what this is, it's a linen pink pencil for the arches of your brow. Okay, cool. Now I love this because it's really good if you're feeling tired, if you travel a lot, if you just want an instant pick-me-up, this product's definitely a really good solution.
And it's flattering for all skin tones?
Flattering for all skin tones. So this one comes in 2 shades, and a linen pink, and then there's a luminous version. So this is a mattified version, and I love this straight after waxing because it just really intensifies the lift point of your arch. So you can just see I've just drawn on the arch point from the front to the middle, and I'm just going to then blend that product up and into the skin. So it's really creamy, it's kind of like a butter consistency, really easy to blend, and it gives you the illusion of a higher, more lifted arch.
Pretty and so natural. It just like blends in completely.
Yeah, blends really easy. Yeah. And I just like to add a little bit at the top. And the reason why I like to add it to the top is it's just all about lifting and enhancing that arch. Okay, cool. So use your fingertips to blend it, buff into the skin, and then voila.
So great.
Bold and angular brows.
So pretty.
With a difference.
Amazing. So different. Please.
You're going to get up nice and close and show those guys.
All right. Let's have a look. All right. How's it looking? How's it looking? So this is the one that we've just done. Yes. This one, and this is the bare brow. So yeah. Don't laugh at me too much. I know they look really different.
I will fix her up. I promise. I won't let you leave with uneven brows. You can see the difference between like getting your brows just kind of waxed and shaped, but adding a little bit of brow style with some magical products to make a difference.
Sounds good. I'm going to just check in and see if there are any questions.
Yes, we'd love to hear.
Let's have a look. A few comments so far. Let's have a look. Christine says, getting my eyebrows done is my favourite thing to do.
Oh, me too. Me too.
That feeling when you get waxed, that like movement is seriously amazing. It's up there. What's your favourite style, Hannah, from Sarah?
Ooh, Do you know what? I have a favourite style every time I do brows, but this week it's definitely feathered. I love feathered. That whole Cara Delevingne kind of tussle textured brow is definitely back.
Yeah.
But so many people want to have that style, but maybe they don't have a lot of eyebrow hair to create it. So we've got some products at the Benefit Brow Bar to help you maintain and create that look at home to suit your own style.
Perfect. Esther says hello from Adelaide, South Australia. Hey Esther!
Hey Esther!
Melissa says, Hannah, what Benefit product is an absolute must-have?
Oh, good question, Melissa. But I think if I had to choose one, and I know this is really hard for me.
Like picking a favourite child.
Yeah, it is like picking a favourite child. But if I had to pick one, Eyebrow. Eyebrow is, I actually have one here.
Yes.
This little guy, and I know that you're actually a fan of
Yes.
this one too. I love this guy because what it is, it's a cream to gel formula. It's like a pomade for your eyebrows. It's 24-hour waterproof wear, and it's really good for creating sharp, defined lines. It's really good for blending and feathering through the brow. It's really good for scars and any area that you might be missing brow hair because it will adheres or sticks to your skin for 24 hours, and it's waterproof.
Sounds good.
So love, love, love.
Show us the brush.
Okay, so it looks like a little circus tent because the brow collection is all about magically transforming your brows. And the great thing about this guy is, ta-da!
So
it
clever.
has a little built-in brush that connects into the cap.
Oh, I had no idea it actually connects to the
Yeah,
cap.
so it connects to the cap, and how that helps you is when you're actually using it, it creates that like balance at the back, so you've got some support and that stability point.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's my favourite.
All
This
right.
week anyway. Thanks, Melissa.
Simone says, love getting my brows done at Benefit.
Oh,
So do
thank you,
I.
Simone. We love
good.
you.
That's all the questions that we have, but if you have any more questions or comments below, make sure you pop them in and we'll do our best at the, this afternoon or tonight, we'll answer all those questions. So reiterating once again today, Maya have this huge Here I Am campaign going on. Make sure you go to maya.com.au/beauty. Check out all the beauty things that are happening. You're doing a masterclass in Sydney next week, aren't you? No, not you.
No, but that's going to be one of our other Benny babes, I think.
I know Benefit is doing another masterclass. I think it's next Saturday, isn't it? So make sure you learn all about brows. I'm pretty sure tickets are only $25 each, and you get a gift along the way.
Definitely
as well.
come check it out.
It's
Worth
such
it.
good value.
Such good value. I'd go.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
We were saying in the office, $25 is absolutely nothing at all.
Such a steal, and you get a goodie bag, and you learn tips and tricks.
Yeah, it takes no time at all.
Sign up, guys. Worth
it. Seriously. So thanks for watching so much, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.